aka Bullets, YouTube channel.
Hurry up, now tell us why you're here.
Ryan Newcar will start at pole position. Again! How does any car start at pole position 4 races in a row? And Maury Clutchman's on his outside. Tony Gassler will start on the inside of row 2, and Lightning McQueen will start on his outside. Row 3 has Sage Vanderspin, the rookie, and Kevin Shiftwright to his outside. Row 4 has the King looking for his 198th win, and Greg People looking for, I think, his second. Carl Edwards will start on the inside of row 5 with, oh no! Chickens! To his outside. Kurt Busch-Tyer will start on the inside of row 6 with Dale Earnhardt Jr. to his outside. Casey Corner, who got 5 second places in 2004, will start on the inside of Hall Ingus in row 7. Mark Carton will start on the inside of row 8 with Ernie Gearson to his outside. Row 9, the 2003 Piston Cup champion Matt Karzith and the 2000 Piston Cup champion Chuck Armstrong. Elliott Draftler, who won 2 races last season, and Kevin Karvik to his outside. Row 11 has Jeff Burnton and Eugene Komareski, who's probably going to wreck Ken Schrader. Row 12 is Joe Brakecheck and Krusty Rotor. Hopefully they don't crash. Row 13 has the 2-time Florida 500 winner Michael Karchip and Billy Oilchanger, who had a good season in 2002. Row 14 has Jeff Gorvette all the way back here with Casey Gears to his outside. Ruby Easy Oaks qualifies again with Ken Schrader to his outside. But in row 16 are 2 good racers, Dale Carrett and Rusty Wheelhouse. Row 17 has Ricky Sludd. Oh! Johnny Blamer qualifies this week. But in row 18 is Travis Draftville and Misty Motocross. Claude Scruggs won't be complaining. Row 19 has Sterling Carlin and Bobby Cabani, who's had a terrible start to the season. In row 20 is Jamie McCarry and Kyle Busch-Tyer, the rookie. In row 21, it's Dave Laney and Brian Vickers. And starting in 43rd is Jeremy Carfield. How are you back here? But these 4 cars, Floyd Mulvihill, Winfred Bradford Rutherford, Scott Windows, and Ponchi Wipeout failed to qualify. Sterling Carlin's out on the first lap because of Sammy Smelter. That's gross! Take a car wash! And Ryan Newcar would lead the first 22 laps before he'd lose the lead to Maury Clutchburn. And he'd lead only for 2 laps before Chuck Hicks would lead into lap 30, where Lightning McQueen would take the lead from him, but only for 2 laps, because he retakes the lead! Why is the Mean Green car leading laps? But Greg Beeple would take the lead from him by bumping him out of the way. Hooray! And Hall Ingus would take the lead from him, leading to lap 64, where Chuck Hicks is 3rd as of that lap, where he wrecks Ryan Newcar, Lightning McQueen, Greg Beeple, the car that bumped him out of the way earlier in the race, Elliott Draftler, Carl Edwards, Bobby Cabani, Johnny Blamer, Rusty Wheelhouse, Kyle Busch-Tyer, and Brian Vickers. Why? And Chick Hicks says this, saying that he got the rookies, but he's wrong. Maury Clutchburn would say this to Chick Hicks after he wrecked Johnny Blamer. And the King would take the lead all the way to lap 94, where Maury Clutchburn would retake the lead for just 8 laps before Chuck Hicks would lead more laps. But Eugene Komareski is 30th as of lap 128, where he wrecks Ken Schrader. Well, of course he does. But he went airborne this time! And Casey Gears would lead for just 1 lap off of pit cycles. Chick Hicks would say this to Casey Gears, and now he's 2nd, and Casey Gears is out because of the Mean Green car. Maury Clutchburn would take the lead, leading until lap 137, where the King would retake the lead from him and lead to lap 148, where he'd lose the lead to Dale Earnhardt Jr., who would lead into lap 159, where Chuck Armstrong would take... He's out! Why? And Kevin Shiftwright would be the car that takes the lead, leading into lap 180, where Casey Corner would take the lead from him, right over the start-finish line, leading to lap 184, where he'd lose the lead to Tony Gasworth. Tony Gasworth leading to lap 190, where Murray Clutchburn would lead for 9 laps before Chickix would take the lead until lap 202. But then Dale Earnhardt Jr. is having a flashback. And in his flashback, Dale Earnhardt, his father, is saying something to him that Chickix is a bad car in 1999. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. alongside Murray Clutchburn wrecked Chickix! Hooray! And the Piston Cup fans seem to be happy about it too, congratulating Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Murray Clutchburn. After all of this, Kurt Busch would take the lead for 5 laps before he'd lose the lead to Ernie Gearson. Ernie Gearson would lead for 3 laps before the King would retake the lead, leading for 12 laps before Hollingus would take the lead for 2 laps. But then, Kevin Harvick would take the lead from him, leading all the way to lap 270. But on lap 253, Ruby Easy Oaks is out because of an engine failure. Kevin Shiftwright would take the lead from Kevin Harvick and lead to lap 274, where he'd lose the lead to Matt Kenseth, who leads for 1 lap. But then Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes the lead and leads for 1 lap. But then Sage Vanderspin would take the lead, also leading for 1 lap. But Murray Clutchburn would lead for more than 1 lap, leading for 9 laps before the King would take the lead from him, leading for 10 laps. But then Tony Gasworth would take the lead from him, leading until lap 304, where Murray Clutchburn retakes the lead, leading until lap 345, where Sage Vanderspin would take the lead for the final 5 laps to win the 2005 Benz Hot Sauce 350. This is Sage Vanderspin's very first win. And also, here is the top 20 in points. The King is taking the points lead, and Chickix is out of the lead.
Remember to press the notifications button, which goes ring, ring, ring after you press it. And lightning strikes back, and that's as if you subscribed, of course. And thank you for watching this entire video.
Hopefully, Chickix will not regain the points lead, but you'll see if he does in the 6th race of the 2005 Piston Cup season. That video should be coming out soon enough.